Hey there, tribe. Welcome to Roll the Dice. I have no idea who this reading is for, and neither will you unless you continue to watch. So, we're going to go right into it. I'm just going to pull some cards, and we'll talk a little bit about what's coming through, and then I will pull some dice, and we'll see who it's for. So, these readings are timeless still. They may not be signless depending on what comes out. But I will continue to watch my language to make sure I am inclusive of everyone who may come across this video. This may or may not resonate, and for the timing nerds and all other information you may want to know is down in the description box. Okay, so I'm just going to stop here. We've got the Tower. So there. Ooh, my goodness gracious. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Spoke too soon. Okay, so there's a massive shakeup that is coming to your world. It's looking back on, I see this as looking back on fond memories, fond emotions of some kind of behavior that was very toxic to you, very toxic to your life. This is what's being let go at this time, is this behavior, this thought form, whatever. Pick whatever's toxic in your life and see if it resonates with that. But it is talking about something that no longer serves you. Okay. Something that you're attached to. All right. Causing suffering. But there's an end to that. Okay. There's an end to this behavior. But it's still, for whatever reason, nostalgic. So this kind of reminds me of someone who did a lot of partying in their youth, and, they've reached a certain age, or they're walking into parenthood, and it's like, this is no longer my life. This is behind me. I have to move forward onto something else. Okay. So have patience with yourself in this process. Because you're going through a death. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. You're going through a death. You feel like you're just being, you're going through death because, you're holding on to what was, and this is no longer what is. It's time to let this go. Okay. So this reading is going to be for fire signs. All right, fire tribe. Let's see what else we can pick up for you. Bottom of the deck, we've got the wheel. So this is supposed to happen. Okay. This is the turning of that cycle. So I know specifically, the last couple of weeks I was picking up this energy, and I've been picking up this particular energy nearly every single day for the last 2 weeks over on Instagram. You can find me at Paigesofascension. Okay. But there is a new cycle that has entered, and it's required you to step away from this toxicity. Yeah, and you're moving on. So primary sign in the chart is going to be, or I should say influencing factor, is going to be wherever there's fire in your chart. Potentially Sagittarius, but I've also got Gemini on the table, Cancer moon, masculine energy. This is actually heavily masculine energy. This is giving up. Okay, so two things are coming through. This is either giving up lack behavior with our Palace of Coins. Okay. Giving up lack mentality. This could additionally be something falling apart in your household. There's a tower moment in your household, and this is causing a shakeup. It's forcing a releasing of this pattern that you have. It could also be highlighting something that you weren't aware of what was going on because you've been so heavily focused on what could be. You're actually not looking at what's right in front of you, which is an interesting take for the Four of Cups. That's not something I've ever gotten before, so I think that might be very specific to this deck. So in any case, yeah, you're feeling emotionally burdened by this. This is for sure. Of this ending, because this ending has to take place in order for you to move forward. It has to take place in order for you to step into that Emperor energy. I mean, look at that. Outside of my bad lighting, he's actually glowing in this card. There we go. Move the thumb. Okay. Emperor energy. This is already like Aries energy. Okay. Fire sign. We've got Aries and Sagittarius on the board for fire. Okay. What's this Temperance about? Yeah, having patience with your emotional self. Having patience with where you are at this time is going to go a long way for you, okay? Fire signs. Yeah, you're feeling, it's like you feel like you've just been left out and looked over and over and over, you know? And there's a certain responsibility that you have that you're carrying with you that doesn't necessarily feel like a burden, but it does make you feel like abundance and prosperity is eluding you. Okay. And that's not the case. You just have to wait. It's just, it hasn't come in yet. It's not time. Okay. So yeah, you are definitely feeling very burdened by this, but I think that this is going to be you just have to let it go. As soon as you let it go, this wheel basically turns for you, okay? Yeah. You're in your own head about this. The nightmare that you're having about this particular situation here, this moment that is happening to you, is really because you're choosing to hold on to these burdens. I mean, you've got both the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords in this reading, okay? And then you've got the 9 of Wands on top of that, just battling over and over and over. And I don't think that you need to continue to battle. I think right now what you need to do is wait and tend to the garden and wait for the harvest. So your activation is going to be integration. So that actually explains a lot with this Devil card, because the Devil definitely speaks to imbalance. Okay, it's attachment, it's toxic behavior, it's toxic thought forms, things that are self-defeating, that don't help you. Okay, so it says the frequency of integration supports our embrace every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Okay, so you need to integrate these aspects of yourself. This is definitely speaking to some type of shadow work, just based on the fact that this particular card came up. And I just laugh because that's totally something that I've been working on, but this does not resonate with me in the slightest. So, and this, I think this is definitely attuned to a masculine energy that's got heavy Gemini in their chart. So, where you're at in this journey is learning to surrender. Okay. So learn to let this go. Once you learn to let this go, I think the sun will come out. I really do. But for this moment, hang in there, Fire Tribe. Like, this is tough. This is tough, but you're going to make it through. Just bide your time. Okay? So that's it for this edition of Roll Your Dice. Come back and check again. We'll see if we have more messages for you. Gratitude for you.